Hi legends, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and a couple of days ago now, I basically went through the brand new kits that we just received for The Sims 4. If you haven't watched that video, basically to sum it up, I quite like the Simtimates kit, however, there are a couple of things that I would change. However, the bathroom clutter kit is just not for me, and it's also pretty low quality when you look at it against other kits that we've received, and I feel like base game does it quite well anyway. However, if you didn't heed those warnings before purchasing either of these kits, I basically wanted to do this video for those of you who have access to custom content, because these mods and CC kind of fix a lot of the issues that I saw in the packs, and also just like the actual issues, especially with the bathroom clutter kit when it comes to like multifunctionality and just things not working the way that we expected them to work. As a disclaimer, I know it shouldn't come down to like CC and modders to actually have these things fixed, and it is only a fix if you do have those things accessible to you, because not everyone can download mods or custom content, specifically like console players, and also people who are playing on PC or Mac who also can't access that. I secretly hope that EA is gonna look at a few of these things, look at the feedback, and fix a couple of them like officially, because one, I think they're quite easy fixes, and two, some of these things just aren't working the way that they are actually intended to work. When we got a preview of this Simtimates kit, I was like, I hope that the bodysuit type thing is classed as a top within the game. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case though. It was listed as a full body outfit, which meant you couldn't put jeans over it. You also couldn't put like bottom accessories over it, and it basically limited it a lot. I would like this officially. I doubt it's gonna come. However, ShroomBoii actually saw my request, and the legend that he is managed to fix it up. So as you can see, I have it in my game. I have it in CreateSim. I'm in the top section, and Eliza is wearing jeans over it. And just look how cute it is. If we actually remove the trousers, I get that this was meant to be underwear, and if you have it set as a top, like the default bottom underwear is still there, which is like fair. I think if they had released this as a top and then that still existed, people would be like, but that's not underwear though, because she's still wearing underwear. So I understand that the general audience would like read this as broken. There'd be a lot of calls for it to be changed. A lot of the official bodysuits that we have in the game obviously also have that underwear still underneath it. I just wish they had given us two options, also in the full body and then also in tops for those of us who wanted that multi-functionality. It also exists in every single swatch that it came with officially. It's also base game compatible, so you don't actually have to have the kit to download this. This side looks longer than this side, but I mean, if you're going to be using this as a top, you're probably going to be putting something over it, so you're not even going to see this section of it. And then another CreateSim edition, Gabe, aka Gabe is a Geko, created some mesh edits for our masculine Sims. Every brief from the kit comes with a standalone regular or large size package mesh. Obviously, I don't want to get into too many details or use too many descriptive words, because it's very likely that my video will get demonetized if I do, but imagine you are walking into Costa and you get the choice between a regular package or a large package. Basically, if you do not want your masculine Sims looking like a My Sims doll, you can go and download this from SimFileShare. I once again will not be getting into too much detail in CreateSim, but thank you Geko for giving us the realism a lot of Simmers were craving. And of course, moving on to the bathroom clutter kit. So we're going to start off with LittleDica's bathroom kit fixes. These are actually overrides, so if you don't want them to like take over from the kit stuff, I personally wouldn't download this, but you can pick and choose what you want. I honestly don't think I'm really gonna go for the drawers, because I don't really personally mind the texture on them. I'm never really gonna look at them in too much detail, but I know not everyone feels the same way. And and Deka has also made the light switches that we got in that kit functional. I'm thinking that this might be one of the fixes that EA may bring over to it, because it does just seem like they kind of forgot about it. If we zoom in, you can kind of see like the texture. Obviously, I can't really show you what it used to look like because this is an override, so it's replaced the one that came in the kit. I'm seeing some graphical issues with the lines. However, I do love the light functionality. You can turn on this room or all lights. You can turn off this room or all lights, and they do actually work like within live mode. Also set the color and intensity of the rooms. There is, however, another drawer organizer little CC fix, and this is by the one and only PlasmaJanes. PlasmaJane took one single look at the bubbles and the brush and was like, no thank you, I do not enjoy those textures, I shall be removing them. Keep in mind, to find these the most easily within your game, just search PlasmaJanes in the search box of build and buy mode. What Jane has done is taken the bubbles off, so it still looks messy, you still have the earrings and the little like bracelet. If you still want the kind of messy option with the brush, I personally don't really like the brush and the textures on the brush either, so there is also an option without the brush and hair ties. This one is official, that's already in the game. However, that's much neater, so if you want still like the messy element of it just without the like bad top textures, PlasmaJane has you covered. One of the biggest pieces of criticism, and very rightly so, that I saw about the bathroom clutter kit was the fact that the candle was absolutely broken. They didn't add like any of the options that usable candles within the game actually have, for example, extinguish. And there also wasn't any flickering flame, even though candles within the game do have flickering flames. So SixamCC came out 5 days ago, literally right after the kit dropped, and was like, I noticed the candle included in bathroom clutter kit wasn't working properly. So I took a look at it, now it has a perfect flame, and now my bathroom has a beautiful flickering light. This is also base game compatible. I personally think this is probably one of the things that EA is hopefully gonna fix. I am cautiously optimistic because, again, I do just think this was a massive oversight. Not that I think oversight should be a thing when you have such a small list of items within kits. This was the original one. Obviously, you can turn off this light and it gets rid of the glow, and then you can turn it back on and it has a glow, but it doesn't have a flame or anything like that when you are in live mode. However, Sixam's does, so you're left with this beautiful little flickering light. You can still turn it on and off and like set it to auto lights and set the color and intensity, which is why this one's a little bit weird, because it functions as if it was a light and not a candle. They are meant to have the like light all candles or this candle and then extinguish this candle, and then once you do that, it actually extinguishes quite nicely, and then you can light it once again. Just to show you like how it's actually meant to look, this is from the last kit that we received. You have the light all candles, and then you have the like extinguish this candle and then light this candles. And finally, last but not least, Simtimates basically took the hairdryer that we got and recreated it in Blender to basically get rid of the absolutely flat wire. This one hasn't actually been released by Simtimates, but they did actually link a creator who has a version of a hairdryer. It's not the like specific one that came in the kit. It has a slightly different look to it, which we will look at in the game, but yeah, it's basically better quality. And this is by Lumenniveus. I hope I pronounced that username right. I'm gonna have links to all of these in the description down below. This was the official one that we got within the kit. Like I said, this one has a slightly like smaller profile, and I think I actually prefer the look of it. The buttons actually like stick out, and there's just like way more texture to it. You can find this in build mode by searching for blow dryer. Just a cheeky little search. As I said, I think there is a potential chance that they could fix the light switch and also the candle officially, but this is sort of just to tide you over because I feel like official assets don't get fixed all that frequently. Thank you to all the modders and CC creators who put in the hard work after these kits came out. I cannot thank you enough. If there are any more that I may have missed in this video, please do not hesitate to let me know down in the comments. Share share your favorite fixes. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.